Hey guys, what's up? Nate Great 321 back again, and it's about that time, 12 o'clock on a Sunday, so you know what's up. Going to the Goodwill, thrift stores, checking out, see if they got anything. So I figure I'll do like a pickups video because I've actually found a decent amount of stuff in the last week. I think I did a video like this last Saturday, but I found like 5 Genesis games at a Goodwill this week, and I think you all saw the system I got in my last video. But I figure I'll run through that stuff before, it becomes too much for one video, so get it out of the way. And also, I am almost at 200. Last I checked, I was at 199, so I don't know when I'll officially hit 200, but hopefully that'll be within the week. And it looks like, from the votes that people gave, that they want to see like a room tour, apartment tour, something like that. MTV Cribs, as Alex Demoted calls it, so we'll check out my crib, we'll do that. And I actually want to make my 200 sub video a two-parter, because I'd also, in addition to the Cribs tour, I'd like to do a shout-out video, because it's been a little while since I've done one, and this red light is taking forever. I hate this light. God. Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to do a shout-out. I'd like to find probably maybe 6 to 8 people, something like that I have never shouted out before, and that I think deserve it. People I watch regularly, maybe newer people, maybe people who have been around for a while, but I've just never, given a shout out to, so I'll figure that out when I get there. So, once this guy passes here, go ahead. Hey, Goodwill coming up right here, on the left. This is the Goodwill where I found my Virtual Boy, my XI. This is the better one of the two. So I always got my fingers crossed going into this one. It's always the first one I go to because it's the farthest away from where I live. Not that far, it's like 10-15 minutes, but farthest. And look at that, there's already people packed in here. None of these people really look like video game collectors though, so hopefully that's good for me. I really don't think there's many people buying video games from here anyway. Half the people, well, more than half the people that go in here wouldn't know what an XI was, even if they saw it, so good for me. But yeah, there we go, Goodwill. So I'll check back with you guys once I'm done and show you what I picked up. Alright guys, I'm back, and yeah, I didn't find anything today, so that sucks, but whatever. So I'll show you the stuff I have bought, and firstly, you all saw this, I'm guessing, is my blue Game Gear. And if you didn't see the last video, the video capacitors in this were going out. You couldn't really see the video screen. But I opened it up and I had questions about what was inside. I did figure it out, so hopefully over winter break I can get this thing fixed up. I don't think capacitors are that expensive. You can just get them at Radio Shack or get them online. But yeah, I'm going to try to do that, see if I can't get that fixed. And with it, before I knew it was broken at the store, I got 2 games, both with the book. Got Sonic Triple Trouble and Sonic the Hedgehog, the original. This was $2 and the Triple Trouble was $3. The Game Boy itself, or Game Gear, 15 bucks. So yeah. Hopefully I can get that fixed. I heard it's not that difficult, but whatever. Let's see. Next, I was pretty psyched to find this. It's Sonic CD for the Sega CD, and I had a backup copy of this game already, but I want a legit copy just because, I'm kind of a collector too, as well as just a gamer, so I don't really like having backup copies of games and stuff, so if I can get a normal copy, I'll try to get it. 10 bucks, I think that's probably about average for what I'd see online. I mean, if I would have hunted and been patient for it, online, I probably could have found it cheaper, but I'm one of those guys where if it's in front of me and it's a halfway decent price, I'll probably buy it. So, because it was at the game store, I bought it. And it's complete, and the book and everything's in good shape, and surprisingly enough, the things on each side of the Sega CD case are actually, good. It's not busted up, which is amazing. Normally those things are just beat to crap, but alright, and this next, I got a stack. Had an extra one in there. 5 Genesis games that I got at Goodwill 2 days ago. All of them priced at $338, and all of them complete with the book and the game. All of them are in pretty decent shape. So let's see, we got Wonder Boy and Monster World. This actually is a really fun game. It's pretty stripped down and simple. It's like an action-adventure game. Everything's 2D. It's just 3 buttons, you know, attack, jump, and use item. So it's really, really simple, but it's got kind of adventure game elements to it. You can buy weapons, you can buy, you know, health potions and spells and stuff like that. There's some exploring elements, but it's really like trimmed down, kind of maybe meant for kids. I don't know. It's really simple, but I think that's why it's fun, because it's just so easy to get into and enjoy. So I'd recommend it. I'm pretty sure this is available on the Master System as well. This is probably either a port of the Master System version, or it's like the next in line for Sega's, you know, next system. You know what I mean? So yeah, Wonder Boy and Monster World. Pretty fun game. I already said it was $338. All of them are $338, and they're all complete. This, Toe Jam and Earl. Gotta say, I was a little disappointed by this. I don't know. I really didn't know what the game was like going into it. I think I played the sequel, and that's like a more standard kind of platform game. This one's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's like an isometric viewpoint, and you're just exploring this area, and you just collect stuff. You don't really fight anybody. You're just wandering around. I don't know. I didn't really get it. People seem to like this a lot. I mean, it's kind of typical 90s gross out game with, you know, boogers and snot and toe jam and that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Besides it being a really 90s-ish game, I really don't know what to say about it. It's just kind of odd. This game, Sword of Vermilion, it's like a typical RPG. I haven't played it yet just because I'm not really into RPGs. It looks like the standard 16-bit RPGs. There's probably not too many on the Genesis. I mean, the Phantasy Star series and stuff like that are the only ones I can think of. So it's kind of interesting to get that. Everyone likes RPGs, so it's always nice to have them. Maybe someday I can try to get into that. This game, Flashback Quest for Identity, made by the same people as Out of This World. So if you're familiar with that game, this is pretty similar to it. I think MN12 Bird did a gameplay of this, if I remember correctly. The box says it's a CD-ROM game and a cartridge, which is pretty much what it is. It's a port of a computer game, and it has sort of like polygon characters to it, so it's pretty interesting for the time. Pretty decent graphics. This is also available on the Super Nintendo and probably a bunch of the other CD platforms from the time. Looks pretty interesting. This is like an adventure game, I guess, so I figure I'll try that. And Shadowrun. This one, I remember I played the Super Nintendo version. This game is pretty sweet. It's kind of like another adventure game. They're all kind of like that, I guess. But I think the Genesis version is quite a bit different from the Super Nintendo version, so I'm interested to see how this one plays, because I enjoyed playing the Super Nintendo one. So that was cool to see that. I was glad to get them all complete, and all the cards look like they're in good shape. The boxes are all pretty decent. They don't have the little tab on the top, but not a huge deal. So that's really all. Oh no, forgot one game. Here we go. All right, I got Grand Theft Auto 2 for the Dreamcast. $13. That seems like a little much, but I think this game's a little difficult to find on the Dreamcast. And I probably could have gotten PlayStation for cheaper than that, but you know, this is a pretty interesting game. After playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4, really weird going back to this, but I remember renting this back in the day on the PlayStation. It was a heck of a lot of fun, and still pretty cool. It's a little difficult to go back and play this after playing the other ones, like I said, but you kind of get back into it, and it's fun. I mean, it's hard to think of a Grand Theft Auto game like before GTA 3, but there were indeed games before that, so pretty interesting. Glad to pick it up. I think that's all I got. Check my list. Yeah, that's all I got. So, look for the 200 sub special coming hopefully within the week, the Cribs tour, and the shoutouts vid. should be coming up soon. So for now, Make Great 321 signing out.